Let's talk about the increase in gray divorces. I am hearing from divorce attorneys, and I'm also just kind of seeing it, where there are more of these marriages, these long marriages, 30, 40 years, that are breaking up. And it used to be really unheard of. You know, every once in a while you would see one or hear about one. And there was a lot of this talk, almost like sunk cost fallacy, where it's like, well, you know, you've been in it this long, like why bother even doing something different? You know, you've been married to them for 30 years. At this point, why bother? Why reinvent the wheel? But I think people who are going for these divorces, and it's usually women, they're looking at their husband and they're seeing that as he gets older, he gets meaner. And as he gets older, he gets more difficult to deal with.
Ho, ho, ho! Fiction can be fun.
My, can anyone say that anyone was surprised that this gem of a grand elder post-war queen lays the blame of women making their choices to break up a long-term marriage on men? Obviously, it's always the men. No accountability. I mean, other factors like, oh, they think that at that age they can go out there and they're going to date the same way it was in their 20s. Nah, that doesn't count. Oh, I'm just finding reasons why I'm not happy, so I'm going to get divorced this late in life and things are going to be dandy. Nah, that's not possibly it either. Or possibly she met a guy who's convinced her to divorce her husband so they can live happily ever after, which he'll dump her after he spends all her money. Nah, that can't possibly be it. Apparently, it's all because the husband is mean. And the wife's 30 years of nagging and bugging him, nope, has nothing to do with it. It's all his fault. Well, that's when these queens take accountability, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I mean, I've heard from several of my viewers that late in life, their ex-wives put in for divorce after 25, 30 years of marriage because they felt that they weren't free and they needed to go out there and get freedom. And they've told me that after a year or two, those exact same wives that wanted to be free come running right back asking to be taken back because the grass was not greener on the other side. No, but the roast beef sure was drier.